Hello, everyone. I feel like this is something that doesn't get talked about enough, and most people that go through it, like, they have to learn it the hard way. And that's why I've decided to bring it up so that I can help the younger generation, or regardless of what age you're in. If this is a stage that you're about to now go in your life, that you're about to enter, you know how to prepare and what to expect. Because I also had to learn the hard way, and that some things I could have avoided. I could have avoided a lot of problems, a lot of back and forth, if I knew most of the things. No, actually, all of the things that I'm about to tell you guys, right? Because for me as well, growing up, I've never really been in like a proper relationship, like where we're actually dating and it's mutual and we tell each other, like, I've never been in that type of relationship. Most of my relationships growing up, they didn't last long. They didn't last. I don't even think any of them made it past 1 month. Like the one that I am in, I say I am in. I mean, we'll see how it's gonna go. Cause today, just we had like an argument, me and my girlfriend, and things got heated. Things got heated bad, and yeah, right now I don't know where we stand. So I don't know. I don't want to say everything is good or not. I don't know, but yeah, so far this is the longest relationship that I've been in my life, and it's we just had our like 6 months anniversary type of thing 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago we just had our 6 month anniversary type of thing, and that was like a huge milestone, especially for me, because I mean that's huge. Like I've never gone past a month, right? Most of my relationship used to go for like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They used to play around there, and then we would always break up. So I never got to like be in an invested relationship and where I actually care about the person and stuff like that. Most of the times I was usually detached, to the point where I never used to feel like heartbroken when we stopped talking, and you feel like, yeah, when the interaction and the contact ended, I never felt heartbroken because I wasn't invested. Like I was emotionally detached. I wasn't there. So I never learned a lot, or the things that I should have learned about dating. And I'm lucky. I'm glad we had this fight, me and my girl. This heated. It wasn't even a fight, really. It was more of like a heated conversation, and things got hot, and yeah, we both acted up, but no one was hurt or nothing like that. We just like kind of just dipped. It was one of those, and this made me re. What is it called? It made me call myself, like, I don't know the right terminology for this, but like it made me just sit down with myself and think about this relationship and about my life and stuff like that. And I realized one of the biggest problems and mistakes I've been making in this relationship was prioritizing her above me. You know, ever since we started dating, like, I've always put her above me, put her needs above my own, her desires, etc. All the, like, everything about her, like, I was always putting her above me. And I realized she wasn't doing the same. Like, she was always putting herself. And I feel like this is how it's healthy, by the way. Everyone should do this. So if you're watching this and you've never been in a relationship before, or if you just started one or you're about to, always remember, bro. Or yeah, like, just always remember, bro, prioritize yourself. Always put yourself first, your needs first, your goals first, all of the above. Make sure you come first, you know? Because I was sacrificing a lot in ways that it hurt me and my life and my future for her, you know. And she never did the same. And I was doing it, you know. And I was doing it because, again, I'm new to dating. Like, I've never dated before, so I thought this was how it was supposed to be. Like, if you love someone, you prioritize them. Like, that's not it, bro. Like, you should have your own life outside of her. She needs to be, or he needs to be, if you're if you're a woman watching this, your guy needs to be an addition to your life. He or she shouldn't be your whole life. You should already have a life ahead of you, and they just join in. You should look at it like a train. You're a train, you're headed towards a certain direction, right? And people come and go, but you should never change the direction that you're in. So if there's a person that comes in your life that tries to change where your train is headed, right, that's trying to change your route, don't allow it. And make sure you don't conform. Always check yourself. Make sure you never allow yourself to change your route for someone else, because that's what I've been doing for all of those 6 months. I have been prioritizing her over me, right? I've been sacrificing my time, my attention, my energy all day, every day, and she wasn't doing the same for me, and she shouldn't. This is all my fault, right? I take full accountability for this. I should have known better, but at the time I didn't. That's why I did what I did, and that's why I'm making this video. So in case there's, people out there who might have the same journey ahead of them, so that they don't fall into the same trap, because I asked myself, like, I sacrificed my time doing important things that could change my life, etc., so that I can show up for her. And then I asked myself, well, what if we break up? What if we break up? Will I be happy? Would it be worth it that I sacrificed that time? Because now my life is still stagnant. Her life is still continuing as normal, because she was always working on her own things, right? It's only when she was free that she would come into my life and then, like, fully stop my life, or I let her stop my life, because I was prioritizing her, right? So I was like, if we break up, like, am I really gonna be happy with this? Am I really gonna be happy that I prioritize her, that I stop putting my goals, my desires, my life ahead of me? And then every time she always wanted me, like, I was there, and I would sacrifice, even though I couldn't. Sometimes I would sacrifice doing things that are important to show up for her. And I realized that was not healthy, and I realized I'm not gonna be doing that again. I realized, and I made that claim, and that I've just decided from now on, regardless of in a relationship or not, regardless of if you're my friend, regardless of who you are, I'm always gonna make sure I put me first. I put me first, because if I don't put me first, no one else is gonna come and put me first. I want to put myself first, take care of me, make sure I'm good, and then everyone else will follow. And that's how it should be. So the same applies for you guys. If you're about to be in a relationship, or if you're already in a relationship and you realize you're prioritizing your partner, bro, that shit needs to change, bro. Trust me, that shit needs to change. You're gonna regret doing that. So stop it, or don't do it before it's too late. The other thing that I had to learn is how social interactions work. Like, back then, since again I've never really I never really dated, and I was kind of chronically online, and I'd see all of these ridiculous expectations and stiff and rigid beliefs that, oh, if you your girl should never hug any other guy and stuff like this. So I was very fixed minded when I got into this relationship, where, like, I didn't expect her to text, like, any other males, and I didn't want her to hug any other males, and I wanted her to, like, kind of text me all of the time and update me on her day, and some things like this. And then through her, I learned the importance of getting yourself a loyal woman, because I realized, like, sometimes you can just be talking to people just to talk. Like, talking is normal, it's healthy. But since I was I didn't even used to have friends that were women back then. Like, I only had male friends. Like, now I have female friends as well, a lot of them. But before then, I used to think that men and women can't be friends. I used to think that men and women can't be friends, and that's a lie. That's portrayed by the the red pill community and the toxic masculinity type of shit, where, like, men and women can't be friends. That's absolute bullshit, bro. Men and women can't be friends, like, genuinely mutual, where they're like, you just don't want to do, like, it's mutual, it's possible, but you wouldn't know that unless you've been there. And if it's mutual, like, you're gonna talk and stuff, and this is some of the things that I had to learn. Like, it's okay to have friends. There's something also that I learned is, like, women also get approached. They get approached so many times. So if you don't get yourself a woman who's loyal and has morals, bro, you're gonna have, like, a heart attack or something. because women get approached 24/7, especially if you're with a hot chick, bro. Trust me, because my chick tells me all of the time, or most of the times at least. And that's something that I came to realize. They get hit on every day, all day, every day, you know. So you just gotta get yourself a chick with morals, so that even when she gets hit on, like if she, because most of the time, I mean, she can't really get hit on if you're with her, right? But if she's alone, it's gonna happen a lot. So you need to find yourself a woman who's not gonna like conform into that, and she's gonna handle like the approaches from other men intelligently and in a smart way, and just show them that she got someone already, and you know. So after our heated argument, like I sat down and I thought about this, and I actually wasn't even gonna make this video, this audio recording, because I was sat before I went to bed. I had drunk coffee, you know. I had drunk coffee, and now I'm not sleepy, so I was on my bed and I was like thinking about all of these things, you know. And I told myself a bunch of times, I was like, I'm not gonna make a video. And then I thought about like, oh, maybe I could talk about this might help people, but I'm like, I don't feel like making a video, bro. I'm not waking up and turning my computer on. I was just like, I'm not making a video. And then yeah, I just thought about like, wait, what if I just tell people, like, because I feel like, yeah, so many people can be going through this, or can avoid going through this if they knew, so that they don't make the same mistake. And I was like, you know what, yeah, let me just jump off the bed and make a quick recording, and hopefully change lives of people, you know. So yeah, I'd say, bro, if you're in a relationship, and this goes both ways, whether you're a woman and a man, number one, make sure you always prioritize yourself. Number two, never change who you are for your partner. Like, remain true to yourself. So stay true to yourself. Never, always put yourself first. And this is, by the way, in life in general, not just dating, in life. What is something else? Yeah, understand like being social is things, and it's okay to have friends. Just get yourself someone you can trust, you know. If you can't, if your chick isn't around you and you don't feel at peace, like you feel uneasy if she has male friends, then bro, you're not with the right woman, really. Because if you're with the right woman, you know, like, trust me, you know, because I know, like, my chick would never do that. I know. I'm gonna tell you a quick story on how I know this, right? So the current chick that we're dating, 6 months in, right, that I'm dating, before I started dating her, I used to be her crush, and I knew it, like, I knew it, but they had moved far, so we never really used to talk, and she didn't have a phone back then when she moved, so it's kind of like slipped up like that. By the time they moved back to where we stay, like a similar area, right, I started talking to her again. At this time, she was in a relationship, though, like, the relationship was bad, like they were like nearing the end, like it was about to break up. But I tried, like, talking to her and, you know, getting her to just, you know, make out with me, or like do something with me, and she always, like, was never like, she was always like, nah, I can't do this if I'm in a relationship, bro, you know. And she stood strong to it. And in my mind now, and she kept telling me, like, you're my crush, and trust me, I would love to do this, but I just can't, it's not right, you know. And then in my mind I was like, if has the ability to resist me, of all people, like, if you find a woman who's able to resist her crush in a failing relationship, in a relationship that's about to end, she was like, until it's fully over, I can't do that, bro. At that time is when I was like, bro, I need to lock this in. Like, when I get the chance, like, I'm gonna just, you know, get you, and we could be together, you know. And that's something that I had to learn. Like, if you're with the right chick, you're not gonna have to worry about male or female friends, you know, if you're a woman, because you're gonna know your partner is trustworthy. Plus, it's okay and it's healthy to have friends. Fuck what social media tells you, bro. It's okay, and it's helpful. Like, it's just, you know. Something else that I learned about, you know, being in a relationship is, yeah, that's the importance of communicating as well. I feel like this is something that breaks a lot of relationships, is communication. Most partners don't communicate to each other properly, and they're not willing to work through things, you know. They're not willing to work through things, and that's why it ends. Because I'm gonna say, like, this 6 months we've been together so far, I mean, even right now, things are fire, right? It's not been easy. Like sometimes it's been amazing, but sometimes it's also been super hard, you know. But the reason I feel like it's been going on so far up to now is because we've been willing to walk through things. I have not been perfect. She has not been perfect. But we keep improving. We are willing to walk through things. So that's something that you also have to understand when you get into a relationship. It's like there is no perfect relationship. It's just if you're willing to walk through it. That's what keeps and maintains a relationship. Things are not gonna always be good 24/7. The hard times are gonna come and they're gonna be heavy and they're gonna be hard. But if you're willing to walk through them, things are gonna be great. So it's been your boy raywezx. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and peace out.